Hello, growers. If you enjoy podcasts like this one, tune into my podcast In Search of Soil on YouTube for a deep dive into the mysteries beneath our feet. Join me as I explore topics such as mycorrhizal fungi, mushrooms, compost, biochar, and more. It's a soil nerd's dream. We're going deep. We're talking to scientists about all things soil related. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or a gardener just starting out, our podcast has something for everyone. Listen in and grow with us. Check out In Search of Soil on YouTube.
One of the things that I really like about kind of the way that you guys present it on Modern Grower is having that I think you call it like the Josh Satin kit or whatever, where it has like just the basic rollers that you need. Because I've seen the list. I have a copy of it that I got from the other farm from Jang of like the big spreadsheet that shows like every crop and every roller that you need. Some of them I didn't even know existed. And so to be able to like buy the package with the kickstand and everything in those like 4 rollers that you need really made, as someone who's completely new to it and frankly was still new to growing, didn't have a whole lot of experience like direct seeding beets and things like that. So to be able to kind of know like, all right, this is the roller that I need, or these are the 4 that I need and everything like that. Like it really made my life 1,000 times easier at being kind of a newbie to the world of kind of stepping up from Home Depot level tools, things that I've just acquired over time, and really kind of transitioning into kind of what I would call like the pro farm tool game.
Yeah, and I appreciate you saying that. That's really what I've tried to do at the end of the day, right? I'm not a farmer. I don't have a farm. And some people definitely hold that against me. Like, hey, where's your farm? When you talk about other stuff. But I've talked to enough people now and done this long enough that I'm intimately familiar with what's going on. And I've also run my own business for a long time while managing a family and like finances being fairly tight. That I have the mindset of an entrepreneur, and regardless of whether it's another business owner like me or a farmer, I get what they're going through. So I understand the importance of simplifications and systems, and I try and find solutions that are proven to work, whether we create it or somebody else creates it, and offer that to people in a way that makes things easy to adopt. Um, I don't think there's a lot of directions you can go in a tool company, from making new stuff and innovating to just saying, hey, a lot of this stuff's been solved. Just
Mhm.
present it in a clean way, offer good customer service, offer fair pricing, and that carries itself. So that's what we've tried to do. That's what I've tried to focus on, because I think that's my sweet spot in all of this.
Yeah, absolutely. And and I think it really has changed the game a lot, because I would say around the time that kind of paper pot sort of took off, um, there wasn't really a lot of, at least from my experience, there wasn't a ton of like tool companies. You had some that were selling stuff, but I feel like most folks were buying stuff through like Johnny's, a seed company that also started selling tools, and, High Mowing and Fedco and like everybody else, they sort of had it as like an add-on. Like here's some things that you can do that will make your business more efficient, make it a little bit more profitable. But now we've sort of stepped into a world, and honestly, for a new farmer, it can be extremely overwhelming. Of It's like, all right, so there's these 5 or 6 companies that everybody talks about, and it's not the one-stop shop where I can get my seeds and my row cover and my seeders and all this. It's like, all right, so this person has that and that person has that. I think once again, another really beneficial thing that I love about the work that I've been able to do with you guys is been you have sort of the educational component along with it. Listening to episode you did with Jody this week about the Sumi Soaker, which we'll get into later. But it's like, you had a whole episode dedicated to how to use it properly, from not just you who runs the business and is incentivized to be able to, move units, but from someone who uses it day in and day out. And so it sort of takes a lot of the monumental task of deciding like, all right, here's these 6 cedars, which one do I choose from? Or here's these, 5 different brands of row cover, which one do I use? Like you're also able to provide like hands-on experience, or I guess secondhand hands-on experience of, let's demystify this. Let's exactly explain why we use it this way instead of just like buy this $700 tool and hope it works good for you.
Yeah, this is one takeaway that I pulled out of that first finance company that I worked for. The person who owned the company stressed, give people branded conclusions. You're not,
Hmm, interesting.
don't give people choice. People don't want choice. We might think people want all these choices, but they don't. And I think Johnny's is a great company, but there's a
Mhm.
lot of choices when you look at stuff from, and I get why they have it, but like you go to tomatoes, there might be 40 tomatoes. That can easily overwhelm people. Now, you might be one person who needs a very specific tomato for a specific situation. I'm in the Northeast growing in a high tunnel. I need this type of determinant,
Yeah.
right? But that's a small swath of the buyers. 80% of the people are just like, what's the best tomato? And I think that's the same as market farmers listening to this. Why have a bundle of kale, a bundle of Swiss chard, a bundle of lettuce, and a bundle of tatsoi? A lot of people are just like, I just want the lettuce. I know what that is.
Mhm.
Versus, or you just put it in a mix. Here's salad mix. There might be radish microgreens in it, there might be tatsoi in it, there might be mizuna in it, there might be whatever in it. It's just salad mix. Here, we made the choice for you there. Or you go to like a sushi restaurant that's nice and it's just, I'll get the chef will make whatever
Mhm.
type thing. So that's where I've tried to go is refine down solutions so there isn't as much choice because new people already, if you're starting a business, you have enough to worry about. I don't need to give you the JP1, the JP2, the JP3, the JP5, the JP6, narrow and wide to think about. And then you're like, well, there's 7 cedars here. Which one should I get?
Yeah.
Why should anybody have to waste mental bandwidth for that? Let alone at different stages of a business, there's probably appropriate solutions. And later, when you get more experience, that's when you can nuance out and make more advanced solutions because you also have more time and context of why you need a specific solution. At the beginning, it's like, I want something that's reliable and works. I'm just starting. What's the best choice? Here it is. There's one choice. Take it. Hello, growers. Looking for a simple way to supercharge your diet with powerful nutrients? Meet broccoli microgreens. These tiny sprouts pack 10 to 100 times more nutrition than mature broccoli, making them a true superfood. With their mild flavor, broccoli microgreens can be added to any meal or smoothie, giving you a tasty health boost. They're easy to grow, ready in just 7 to 9 days, and thrive in various environments. Rich in sulforaphane, calcium, vitamin C, vitamin A, iron. They protect your cells and fight inflammation. Perfect for boosting your health goals or as a market crop. Start growing them today and experience the benefits. Get 100% organic, pathogen tested and pathogen free broccoli microgreen seeds at shop.moderngrower.co or using the link below.